Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's white to play and win. So black span is going in this direction. This span particularly is going in this direction. So generally they are going in direction downward to be promoted on the first rank. So this is the problem, right? This pan is the problem, obviously. So how do we stop the pan, or how do we can win this in the game? So if you'd like to pause the video and guess the move on your own, go ahead, pause the video and guess the move. Best of luck. Okay, we can't do anything with the knight. We can give a check, but the knight is too far, right? So the king will just play here, and we don't have anything, right? This pawn is just gone. So that is the problem, and in this position this is no longer check, and we don't have any attack, any sort of attack to just play here and to discover check and win the queen back. We don't have anything, any trick. So that is the problem, and this is not a knight move is not obviously the correct move. So the first correct move is to play rook to h6 actually. So the idea of this is just first, if the king plays here upward, we are just going to take the pawn with check. So when the king plays here, we just play here, and now we are protecting this. So the king might help, but that is too slow, right? So when the king plays here, to just promote there and win the rook, obviously we can't win if we lose the rook. So that is the intention of black, but we can give this check, right? So I mean, this is better. This is also work, but that takes time. This is better. So basically the king has to move here to stay defend this one. We just play rook to c1 and defend the knight. So basically the king can't play here because of the knight can't play here because of the knight, and yeah, this is just, we're just going to take, and basically after that the king has to play this move to defend this, to attack this, but we just play a king move. Now the king is overloaded and can't stay defending and attacking the knight at the same time, right? So the king has to make a move and we are just winning. So that is the idea, and black it's similar thing with this move, right? So we are just going to make basically the same thing, the same thing, right? So when the king plays here, we just play here. The king will play here to defend this. Otherwise we are going to help with the king also, if the king try to waste times or to try to make a repetitive moves. So that is the idea, and after the king plays here, we just play here, and the rest is similar, right? So that is the idea. And some of you are wondering, what if the king moves here downward? So what do we do in this position? So in this position, the correct move is to play knight to d8, and keep in mind that knight to d2 d6 is not the correct move. I mean, it might work, but it will make the process even longer. I don't know if it can work or not. So the idea of this move is actually, first is to give a check and to go here and to create some kinds of attack like this by the knight, right? That's the idea basically. So the other idea is, now the rook is steering on a6, which means if the king moves anywhere like this, or if the king gets downward like this, we just move here and grab the pawn. So that is going to be totally very easy for us, right? So that is the idea you need to see. So in this position, of course, the king has to play this move. That is the only reasonable move to defend the a6 square. So that is why we move knight to d8. So that is the thing, that's the idea. And in this position, we play here knight to c6, and now the king can play here. So this is the trickiest variation, and that is the recommended move for black. So in this position, it's a kind of complicated thing, but we play knight to a5. So now we are allowing black to get a queen, but after this check, the king has got one move to play to, right? So the king has to play b8, and we just discover check, and we are just going to win the queen and win this pawn also very easily. So that is the idea, and that is the complex variation and the difficult variation to see. So in this position, the king might play here, but we just play knight to a5, and this is a check, so the king has to move here. So we just play here and defend the a1 square with a knight. So we are going to just take this, go to h1, and we might move the knight here, and we might need help with by the king. So this is just winning for us, right? So in this position, if the king moves here, we just move here and here. So we take this, get there, and defend this. So this is going to be defended by two pieces, and if the king ever attack us, we just move on a8 and on a1, and that is already defended by the rook. So the king can't take that, right? So after this position, what if the king moves here? What do we do? It's even easier for us, right? We just play knight to b4, and we just grab this pawn. And it's the same thing if the king ever move to b6. So if it move to the 6th rank, generally we just move the knight and attack this pawn. That would result in a discover check, and on the next move we are going to just take this, and we don't care about this knight. We can take this and easily win the endgame. So this is the solution of the puzzle. If you found this video entertaining, make sure to hit that like button. I'll see you next time. Bye.